If you are problematic and you want peace, you go to church. If you feel afflicted and you are confused, you are weak, you go to church, and very likely we receive peace and light. But if you are successful and prosperous and comfortable in your life, you should also go to church. Not just to thank the Lord for the convenience and the comfort. You should also go to church and ask the Lord, Lord, what is the meaning of these blessings? In other words, the church, the gospel, the Lord is here in order to bring comfort to the afflicted. But the gospel is also here to bring affliction to those who are too comfortable. Kasi kapag masyadong madali ang buhay at kapag lahat ng gusto natin, nakukuha natin, baka lumaki ang ulo at makalimutan ng Diyos. Lord, do not make me so poor, I might curse you. Do not make me so rich and comfortable, I might forget you. Ngayon, sa Ebanghelyo, mayroong warning para sa atin. Ano ang naglalayo sa atin sa Diyos? Kahit nagsisimba ka, kahit nagdadasal ka araw-araw, mayroong mga bagay na naglalayo sa iyo sa Diyos. The first is conceit. Conceit is self-adoration. Yung palagi na lang mukha mo ang nakikita mo. Yung palagi na lang buhok, sexy body, toned muscles, ang pinag-aaksaya natin ng panahon. Yung palagi na lang ikaw ang number one. At hindi ka pwedeng makakita ng pumapantay sa iyo. When life becomes very competitive, you always want to be at the top, and you want to be on top of the world so that the whole world adores you. That is conceit. And you know what? You might forget that God alone is number one and you are not God. Conceit. That is in the first reading. The other word for conceit is vanity. Ang ibig sabihin po noon ay self-adoration, self-worship. Ang pangalawang danger ay covet. Covetousness. To covet is to desire, but to desire irrationally. To covet is to desire and to want to possess. Ano ang ibang salita sa covet? Greed. Anong ibang salita sa covet? Envy. Anong iba pa? Jealousy. Ang ibig sabihin ng jealousy, akala mo, kukunin sa iyo yung hawak-hawak mo. Ang ibig sabihin naman ng envy, ay gusto mong yung hawak ng iba, mapasayo. Yun ang jealousy, yun ang envy. Pero parehong covet. Ang ibig sabihin ng covet, pinagnanasaan. Ibig sabihin ng covet ay gustong-gusto kahit ano ang mangyari. So, the first is conceit, the second is covet. The third C that you also find in the Word of God, hindi palaging ginagamit, cupidity. Cupidity. Ano yung cupidity? Pag Valentine, kilala niyo yung angel, di ba? May arrow, may bow. Ang pangalan ng angel, Cupid. At yung Cupid na yon, ia-arrow yung puso mo, tatagos dun sa puso ng nirereto sa'yo, at pagkatapos noon, hindi na kayo magkakahiwalay. Pero, ang consequence po ng cupidity ay obsession. Ang ibig sabihin ng obsession, wala ka nang nakikita, kundi ito, kundi siya. At ang ibig sabihin ng obsession, lahat wala ng kwenta, pati ang Diyos. makuha mo lamang ito, makuha mo lamang siya. Ma-pera, ma-diploma, ma-girlfriend, ma-boyfriend, ma-kotse o lupa, bahay, basta obsessed na obsessed. Ibig sabihin, wala nang katwiran, hindi na iniisip, basta gusto ko. My dear brothers and sisters, 3 words to take home. The first is cupidity. Obsession about anything, obsession about something. It can distract you from God. The second is covetousness. Desiring something, wanting something at all costs. Immoral or illegal, mapasa akin sana ito. Covetousness, and then leading to conceit. Ibig sabihin, yabang. Ibig sabihin, pride. Ibig sabihin, mapagmataas at makasarili. The exact opposite of covet, of conceit, and cupidity. The exact opposite of that is the Lord. In the Lord, you will not find any covetousness, any element of conceit, but humility. But certainly, the only obsession of the Lord is to love us and bring us to heaven. Iyuko natin sa dili ang ating ulo. Tanungin natin ang ating sarili. Ano ang tanikala na nagpapabigat sa akin? Bakit hindi ako makatakbo sa Panginoon? What prevents me from being good? What prevents me from following the Lord? Is it my conceit? My covetousness? My cupidity?